time.
I mean, I hope we have a good time. Damn, we can record this podcast right here. I tell you what, I am taking an ass whipping.
Hell yeah, your ear's still hurting.
It hurts bad, man. That's the last time I played with that damn air blower, that's for sure. Tell you what.
All the sawdust.
Sawdust, the gnats, all the damn bugs everywhere. Hey, welcome to Hanging with Hanson. I'm your host, official pro wrestler, you know. I'm the All-American Ass Kicking Machine, radio DJ, lovable, All-American, baby. Your leader. I'm running a campaign, man. I'm your candidate. Hold My Beer Hanson. You know what? I'm joined by my colleague, my friend, social activist, best friend, wrestling fan, Handsome Herb. How you doing?
What's up, man? What's up? Handsome Herb in the house, y'all. How y'all doing?
Man, you can't be giving me that energy. We gotta be good today, man. Sitting here, my ears killing me. You can't give me a little bit more.
Oh, man, what are we going to be talking about today, Hanson?
Today, man, we're going to be talking a little conspiracy theories. I know you wanted to bring this one on, and I got to say, I ain't got too many, but I feel like most of the ones I got are going to make people angry. So I'm going to keep mine a little one, where I ain't going to lose me all 11 of my viewers.
Yeah, right. We also got a couple wrestling questions to ask.
We got a few wrestling things. We going to talk about your favorite promo today?
Oh, yeah, baby.
I'm going to talk about mine.
We're not going to do it, but we're going to talk about it.
We're going to do it. Are we going to do it? We can do it. We forgot time. We can do it. I'm telling you. The people want to hear.
They're not ready for that. We need them to ask for that. What are they talking about? Ask in the comments if you're actually listening.
You wanted to talk about, does the government have too much power?
Ooh, conspiracy theories.
Man, listen.
You got right into that one, huh?
I mean, hey, you got it written down for me so I can read it? You know I can't read.
Sit back and relax.
Whoa. We got a lot more we got to talk about. Oh, this one we didn't do this week in wrestling. But you know what? We're going to talk about what we like from the seed right now.
Right.
And you know what? We got a lot of crazy stuff going on. So sit back, relax, crack a cold one, because you're hanging with Hanson. Hey, it's Hold My Beer Hanson. Thank you for joining me on this podcast. It's about a wrestler and his best friend having great conversations about anything they want to talk about, whether it be wrestling or anything that's going on in their lives. You know, if you could follow us on social media and go ahead, like and subscribe the video, share it if you want to. But I will need you to remember this: sit back, relax, crack a cold one, because you're hanging with Hanson.
I was like, oh, you forgot to say that.
Listen.
We've been recording for too long.
Listen, man. It's rough out here.
We've been recording for a long time.
Rough out here in the streets, man. Hold My Beer Hanson been busting ass all week.
How many beers in are we now?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm actually almost out. I got one beer left.
Oh, wow. Out of the whole pack, how many came in there?
15.
Oh, my God. All right, so a couple conspiracy theories. I wanted your thoughts on them. You know, Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yeah, my Uncle Andy's actually pretty cool. I'll let you know. He's actually the guy who got me into guitar.
Okay. Is that the guy who trained you? Is that the uncle that trained you?
He didn't really train me as much as he coached me.
Right.
He showed me how to do the things.
Got you.
And yeah, he's like a 6'7" dude, and he's super hairy. So,
okay.
Yeah. So when you say Bigfoot, immediately that's
your uncle is Bigfoot confirmed.
Yeah. I think that's where I get my height from. No, it ain't. Really.
I was about to say, height. Wait, what?
Have you seen Rude Dog? He's like 5'6", 5'8".
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, you look at me. Where's the height come from? It surely ain't from my dad. Probably from my mom's
yeah, we
side.
definitely gotta have Rude Dog on next month for sure.
Man, if we get Rude Dog on a podcast, I don't think we're ever gonna get these sponsorships.
Yeah, we might as well just go ahead and demonetize that entire.
We damn sure ain't doing no conspiracy theories.
We ain't never gonna make any damn money.
We might have to just talk to him about doing his cosplay, because right. Have you seen what that man does?
It's awesome.
Like, he's got a whole Instagram. Find him at Rude Dog Loki. Shout out right there,
Shout
Dad.
out to Rude Dog. Oh man, so Bigfoot is Hanson's uncle confirmed.
Aliens are real, man.
Aliens aren't real?
No, they are.
Are.
I mean, we had Area 51 confirm it. Remember?
When?
It was during the whole pandemic, dude. They confirmed it. Yeah.
How? When? Explain. I'm confused.
It was during the whole time where we had murder hornets, and where was this?
What was the source of this information? Where was it? Fox News?
Good question. Good question. All I know is one day I started scrolling through my memes like I do.
Yeah.
It was like, hey man, apparently the government said that aliens are real. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna believe what I read on the internet. Great.
What would you constitute as an alien, though? You know, like what exactly would we call an alien?
If it ain't
from Earth?
Yeah.
So anything not if any form of life not. What if a plant came like from a meteor? It was just a plant.
It's still not a plant from Earth.
It's an alien plant or just an alien?
It's an alien plant.
Or just an alien.
Okay, well, yeah, we would actually just umbrella term here. It's all alien, okay?
Okay, it's all alien.
Okay?
Gotcha.
That's what I'd say. Now, if a plant grows from a meteor hitting the Earth, I might have something to say.
Okay, what would you say? What are you afraid of that?
Pour some beer on it, light that bitch on with a fire, and you know what? We're gonna have to use a weed eater on it because I ain't gonna let that stay.
You're not letting it stay?
And this is probably why people don't like Bigfoot. I mean, people want to go hunting for Bigfoot. I think that's what it is.
Really?
You know, yeah, you think about it. You see all these hunting for Bigfoot shows.
I think Bigfoot's just a big, tall person, you know?
What if he
just had a Bigfoot and he was really tall?
What if it was just a dude with gigantism and he just like running out in the forest because he just got tired of being with people? Really? Hey, half the time I don't want to be around people.
Okay.
I mean, what if I go out there butt naked? Butterball naked.
You know what? We might actually be able to make that come true, you know, if we get 100 subscribers.
No, not 100 subscribers. No, we need 100 views. And I'll maybe make it OnlyFans. How about that? Oh, my God. I'll be butterball naked in the forest.
100 subscribers. That's the goal.
I said 100 views.
100 views. Well, episode to episode, we might rack up hundreds of views, but
you're right.
100 subscribers.
But it has to be 100 views on this episode between the hours of midnight and midnight the next day.
Those are very specific.
I'm gonna give 24 hours.
Those are some very specific, rules right there.
I don't need to get butterball naked for everybody in the world, okay? It's already hard enough getting a date during the pandemic.
Oh, man.
I woke up at some girl's house last night, and I don't even remember her name.
Oh, my God. Horrible. How many daddies did that take?
Well, I actually drove sober there, so, once the lights are off, she looked the same.
Okay. When the lights are off, I'm dead. Oh, man. Do you think the Illuminati's real?
I want to preface this by saying I have no ill will towards the Illuminati. Yeah, I believe the Illuminati is real. If anyone's out there and you're listening, you're part of the Illuminati. I love you. And
we don't want no beef.
I don't want no beef.
You can sponsor stuff.
I mean, if we got sponsored... Well, hold up. Now, listen, if we got sponsored by the Illuminati... Hold My Beer Hanson might take a drastic turn that people might not be okay with. But at the same time, money is pretty nice.
Money at the same time, money. You want to know what I think is pretty interesting?
Could you imagine Hold My Beer Hanson as Illuminati?
Hey, man, I could imagine anybody as the Illuminati. But you want to know what's interesting, I think, about that whole concept of a group, right?
What?
It's like, even in the social media area and all this media and information, like, there's been nothing about that type of group, you know what I mean? The closest thing we've got to it would be Epstein, that group or whatever they had going on. But if you think about it, like, who has really came out and be like, oh, man, I was part of the Illuminati or, and was taken serious.
Listen, if
nobody would ever take a person serious.
My brother actually is all into conspiracy theories. Actually, if we brought him on right now, he'd be lit. Okay?
Show him this episode for sure.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be on the comments. He's going to be like, y'all stupid. Here's what really the deal is. Yeah. All right, now the government's on trial. That's really why the COVID's happening right now. That's because the government's got a lot of hot water right now. People are actually on trial.
Gotcha.
This Wayfair cabinets? You can actually order a cabinet. It comes with a kid in it, something like that.
Oh my God!
There's some weird stuff he was talking to me today about, and I was like, "Listen,
you going off the deep end, man."
Hey, I tell you, I was listening to this, and I was like, what do you watch? So it's like Barstool Sports. That's what he's watching. And I was listening. I was like, what the hell? And it started making sense. And I was like, I got to get out of here.
Right. Let me. This actually makes sense. Wait a minute. You know, I just thought that was interesting. Though. Like,
Maybe Epstein did kill himself.
Right. I figured by now we would have some sort of information if there were some sort of secret group.
Listen,
maybe they just so tight knit, we'll just never know, man.
I don't want to question it, man. Listen, there's a lot of things in life I put my passion and love into, and guess what? Conspiracy theories are one of those things I don't mess with.
Oh man, I saw one. I was watching this video on YouTube from I think Watch Mojo or something, right? And they were like, Shakespeare didn't write all of his plays. Shakespeare was just the name that a whole bunch of people used to distribute their plays.
I mean, you want to talk wrestling? You want to talk a little wrestling?
A little bit of wrestling.
Yeah, man. What if Kevin Sullivan did it instead of Chris Benoit?
That's so horrible, man.
But that's actually what the stuff people say, man.
Oh my God, that's horrible, man.
I mean, there's also stuff like what was it like? You know, maybe Owen Hart actually pulled that pen. There's messed up stuff like that. Yeah.
Now I think let's just go on the deep end though, because when it comes to something,
there's people that say Fabulous Moolah didn't do all that stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna take you into a turn then. Okay, when it comes to something like that, right? And
yeah.
We consider that a conspiracy theory, right?
There was lives lost, dude.
Right.
I don't really want to, like...
Exactly. So that my point was going to be was, let's say if you did, what would that have changed? Because there's no way to confirm it.
On who?
Anybody.
Which
like,
part?
Him pulling the pin, like, because think about it. He is dead. He died that night. That happened.
Yeah.
So, and there's no way to prove something like that.
Yeah.
So... in that situation, nothing would change.
It's just
so it would be pointless.
Circumstance of evidence. I don't really know how to say on anything like that
right.
without getting in trouble by the law. In case this goes out to anybody, you know, in the future, we get in trouble for this podcast. Okay? Listen, if something could happen to, like, you know, we had the speaking out movement, and listen, you notice I don't. Now I got this whole thing. I'm probably not gonna be hugging people. I'm not gonna be hugging no fans.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be.
You can't really.
We're gonna be 6 feet apart.
Yeah, can't really.
We're gonna do the same pose. How about this? For my photos now, we're gonna be 6 feet apart. We're gonna do the same pose. I'll maybe like long distance bump my beer with you. How about that?
Oh man,
that sounds awful for a photo. Though. I hate COVID.
They're gonna have to stand across the room to take a picture with y'all.
I'm gonna have to just say, hey man, we'll just take a photo.
Everybody just put masks on.
You know what?
Sell the mask and take a picture with him wearing the mask.
The bandanas.
Either way, mask, bandana, same thing.
Did we talk about that? Yeah, we need to talk about that, man.
I need to go ahead and just make some masks. What merch does Hold My Beer Hanson have? We're shooting from the hip. This podcast, okay?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Hold My Beer Hanson on merch. I go to a lot of flea markets, so I buy toys. So wrestling figures, you know, the games, all the books, all that. Mm-hmm. I find those and I say, all right, cool. I'm gonna take this, and someone could obviously the kids are awesome, right? Because they look at me and, you know, I'm not a kid-friendly gimmick.
Right.
But I still like to be a family-oriented guy. Mm-hmm. So, I sell the toys, I sell the books, there's just, like, made the little plastic titles, stuff like that. And I just like seeing the fact that there's just that little boy down there on the corner. He's probably my biggest fan, and I'm going to hate moving.
Wow.
Yeah, he comes down here, like, for Halloween. Every time he's like, "Hold My Beer Hanson," and he's like, "Can I have a beer?" And I was like, "No, man."
Can I have a beer?
Yeah, wow. He's a great little kid, and it was his birthday last week. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give him some toys. I went ahead and gave him a board game and, a Shield playset. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, this dude's been supporting me. He's bought his parents have done so much. I don't know, I don't really know his name or the family because they're
shout out to him though.
Man. He'll probably be listening to us when he's older and be like, "Man, I remember that dude."
I remember Hold My Beer Hanson. Yeah, whatever happened to him? Yeah, hopefully he's on AEW or WWE.
Now he's strung out on cocaine.
Strung out on daddies, an addiction to daddies stuff.
Still drinking Natural Light, smoking Marlboro Reds. Yeah.
Oh man,
I got 3 kids running around the trailer.
Hey, if you're still with us this far into the podcast, bless your soul.
Well, you are a dedicated fan. I'll let you know. All 11 of you.
Bless your soul, man. Another conspiracy theory was that
does the government have too much power?
I was gonna say the government has put fluoride in the water. Have you ever heard anybody say anything like that?
Okay, listen. There's chlorine in the water too. Okay, that's just to sanitize everything. Let me ask you this. Because we got these pipes running underground, dark, dingy, nasty, right?
I feel like we have talked about this before, but yeah, go ahead.
They send me a report of my water every month, right? Saying, hey, this is what we did to the water. This is what we've had traces of. We want to let you know. So here's what we're doing to make it balanced. And so you're not getting sick.
Right.
Because I'm not running off a well. I'm running off of, the city water.
Right.
And so I'm fine. I'm for it. I'm okay with it. Because, I drink tap water. I'm not like you drinking that fancy Fiji.
Oh, I'm too fancy for you, Hanson?
I'm just saying, man. You over here with a Fiji. It's a square bottle. You can't even have a round bottle.
This is a handsome
gotta be
bottle.
bougie.
Okay, this is a handsome bottle right here.
The handsome herb. Fiji
Drinking
water.
a handsome bottle.
You might as well start selling.
Me.
You might as well start selling Fiji water. Say it's handsome herb Fiji
Yo,
water. It's special edition.
Sponsor us, Fiji. We drink your water. That's hilarious. Do you think the government has too much power though? In what ways, Because I would say, if you want a short answer, yeah. But I think it's because of the people, though.
Here's what I say. Should there be term limits in Congress? Yeah, absolutely. I think people start worrying about too much about keeping their job instead of doing their job. I'm all for it, right? Do I think there's too much power in the aspect of a civilian using the government to their advantage? Mm-hmm. No. Because it's all a matter of using your assets to the fullest extent.
Right.
Not everyone knows how to. Not everyone studies. Not everyone does.
They don't teach it. It's not taught.
Well, yeah, it's not taught because guess what? If everyone knew how to work the system, guess what? We'd all be in trouble.
No, not even working the system. Just basic things, Like, if you think about it, there's a lot of things that you don't learn until after you've already graduated.
Trust me, if I knew how to draw unemployment, and whenever I was injured that one time, yeah, I'd have been great. I'd have had paychecks coming in. I didn't know how to do it. Guess what? I took a loss. I mean, is there power with the government that's pretty powerful?
I would say yes, but I would say the reason, and hey, this is me going heel right here.
Be, baby.
I'm going heel. But I think it's because people give authorities too much power because they're too afraid to stand up for themselves. They want someone else to do it.
Yeah.
They're too afraid. Like, they're scared of what could happen if they took things into their own hands.
That's why there has to be a martyr for somebody. I mean, someone has to do something, and guess what? It takes some dramatic push.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Joker said it best. All everyone needs is a little push.
And it's true, though.
Yeah.
As much as awesome as that
tip the scales. You tip the scales in one favor. Man, listen, whoever's listening to this podcast, I love you, and I'm sorry. But listen, there's a lot of things we can be talking about around a couple of beers. There's a list of people I have days I want to have where I want to just sit down, crack a few brews.
And just talk to
and just talk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel you on that, man.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot from those talks. People don't talk like that anymore, Hanson. Think about it.
Yeah.
Are we really having conversations like that these days?
Well, I mean, we are right now.
I mean, yeah, and the people listening, just know we hear you if you write any comment at all.
Any
comment.
Write in the comments. What are conspiracy theories you believe in?
Which ones are phony? Which ones do you believe in? Which ones are hilarious?
Yeah.
Like freaking, like the Shakespeare.
But I ain't going to take this all off the rails. I want to bring it back to wrestling. What's your favorite promo of all time?
My favorite promo? I got 3 that come off the top of my head.
Really?
So the first one is a particular promo. It's any promo, and I mean any promo from The Rock and Stone Cold. Any feud that they had, any promo, I'm for it. Now, growing
You're talking about the video package, or are you talking about...
I'm not talking about video packages.
Because video packages are a totally different thing.
Exactly. I'm talking about a promo, meaning this guy's talking to this guy.
The sit-down interview for one? Oh, man.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that till I was like way older, but still, that was awesome. When they would sing, they would say each other's catchphrases in the ring and mock each other.
Yeah. Classic
moments, man. So anytime they were in the ring together, favorite promos, okay? Some people would say the pipe bomb for CM Punk. As awesome as it is, it's breaking kayfabe. So it is an awesome promo, but I'm talking about more so within character.
Paul Heyman says this: if you're going to shoot, you're not going to make money. It was technically...
So maybe we should shoot more.
No, absolutely not. Shooting doesn't draw money. If I was to talk trash about anyone I'm affiliated, I talk to on a regular basis, and bring up all the dirty laundry, you know what? That's not going to make me money. You know what that's going to do? That's just going to draw attention to another thing in wrestling. There's actually a lot of stuff going on recently about, two indie wrestlers, and, they're talking trash online. You know what I get tired of? I get tired of indie wrestlers throwing out hot garbage and throwing their dirty laundry on the streets.
Right.
That's one thing that I can't stand. I done jumped off the promo wagon. I'm already hot. Here's the thing. It hurts the business because it's already looked at as carny. People aren't really looking at wrestlers as human anyway.
Right.
Okay? So I don't need people going out here airing out dirty laundry, talking trash about another person, saying they're a crap individual or throwing back and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You know what? You either handle it one-on-one in a message to each other, or you handle it in person.
Right.
Oh, or guess what? That. If you're going to make this an angle, go public with it. Make it an angle. But you know what? You're going to have to get in the ring at some point.
Right. Have that conversation.
That's all I got to say about that.
I feel you on that.
Back to promos. The Rock and Austin era. Man, listen, promos back then, but also Austin versus McMahon. Come on.
I got two more. Austin, I didn't even think about Austin versus McMahon. Whoa.
Yeah.
They got some great
days
promos,
worth of it.
man.
So what you got?
I also have Jay Lethal versus Ric Flair.
Oh, which is the all-time
one of my
great.
favorite.
We were working at Walmart, and I would say, "Did I?" And from a few aisles over.
Few aisles.
From across the store.
Yeah,
I'd be at the cash registers. I would hear you at the dairy section. In the cooler. That's how powerful our connection was.
Hey, man.
You can't really hear in those coolers. You got the big old fans and doors closed and all that. You can't hear those things. But I heard you from all the way from the cash registers. Hear that punk right there say anything about the Four Horsemen?
It's a classic promo that I wish.
Classic, baby.
I feel like it would be even more classic if it would have happened in the WWE. It sucks that it happened outside because I don't feel like it's going to get the same love.
It's always going to be that dark viral trend.
You know what I mean?
It's that deep. If you're a wrestling fan,
you know what it is. Yeah. Right. Well, you owe me a soda, bro. Jinx. Hey,
how about this? I'll just crack you a beer.
Okay, go ahead. Another one I really love would be the styling and profile. What was the name of this promo?
You talking about the tear in my eye?
No,
Ric Flair is the WCW styling profiling.
No, he was talk about. I think Buddy Landell was his name. He was like he talking to the Rolex wearing. I think it was his most defining. Slick Rick, that's what
Slick
it's called.
Rick. Oh, that
it's
one.
Called Slick Rick.
Where had the women in the crowd going,
yes.
Slick Rick!
And it's like, oh no, I can't stand it. You got to let me talk now. That one is amazing. And then Macho Man Randy Savage, WrestleMania 5.
WrestleMania 5.
Yeah, that.
No pukesters to the left.
Bro,
no
I get goosebumps every time I watch it because he really believes everything he is saying.
Crazy thing about that promo, you remember WWE 2K14?
Yeah.
You know, Jay Lethal did the promo.
Yes, that's what I learned about the promo from 2K14.
Yeah, and then you look back and you're like, damn, he actually did a really good rendition.
He sounded just like him, man.
I know, right?
He sounded like Rick.
Jay Lethal got mic skills, baby.
He does. What were some of your favorites?
Man, I got a whole list.
Oh, okay.
If I want to talk about my promo, you want me to go to my past or you want me to go to my promos today?
Whatever you like. Just let it out. We shoot from the hip here, man. All right,
so Marty Scurll is probably my favorite promo today.
Okay.
Because I will look at his stuff like Greed, or you will look at Villains and Demons. And those two promos right there, they turn a dirty mirror back on humanity and say, are you really that good of a person? Are you really doing these things because you're supposed to, or is it because it's giving you benefit?
Right.
Yeah. Greed is there to be embraced. It's like, if I didn't have my demons, I wouldn't have my angels. You can't fault yourself for being a bad person.
Right.
And, it's just that stuff. I love Marty Scurll, his delivery. Bray Wyatt, man, when Eater of Worlds was running wild, baby. Hey, listen, man.
Those were
they lying to you. I tell all truth. Bray Wyatt, he got everything you need.
It was pretty good. Bray Wyatt impression right there, man.
That was the stuff. Aleister Black does really good stuff, but that was when
Does he though?
Well, you didn't see Tommy End.
I did see Tommy End.
Okay, so when Tommy End was sponsored by the Illuminati.
Okay.
When these messages were sponsored by the Illuminati, it was a very real take on, this guy is underground. He's going to hurt people, and guess what? It felt like this guy was in a cult. He's coming after this guy, like the Chris Hero promo which is, Cassius Ohno,
Right.
he was dead set on taking out Chris Hero.
I think believing in yourself and in your character is a really key aspect to
Yeah,
nailing your promo.
And transcending it.
Believing exactly what you're saying. Like what I'm saying, I mean it. I know it. I feel this,
If we're going to talk promos from those guys, Marty Scurville and the Demons, check it out on YouTube. Bray Wyatt, teacher lady.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher lady.
Teacher
You
Lady.
showed me that one.
That was my favorite
That
promo.
was the best promo I've ever seen.
That was him at his height of Bray Wyatt, the Colt.
He had the whole world in his hands,
it was
baby.
in the feud with Cena, I think, leading up to WrestleMania. He hadn't really lost any. He had only won. He won all his big matches.
Yeah.
Heading into WrestleMania against the biggest star in the company.
Yep.
The entire crowd is singing his catchphrases, his praises. They're cheering when he comes in. The whole crowd is lit up with lights, and he's delivering his promo and it was one of those promos to where
I see you getting goosebumps.
I am, bro. It's one of those promos to where
It's like one of those like, hey man, look at me. The energy is here. You felt like a breath of air in it, right?
right.
But
The key thing I would say about that is what I want to say about it was, even though his gimmick was the cult leader guy, that promo wasn't about.
That was I made it, baby.
That was like, I made it, man. I made it. Look at me, man. You
Mama,
made it.
I'm coming home.
You hated on me, man, and I made it.
But if we're gonna talk classics,
Okay.
I'm gonna talk classics with you. Stone Cold Steve Austin is probably one of the only men I could ever hear getting over the intro to the Beverly Hillbillies.
What you mean? That was his theme song at one point?
No. The Beverly Hillbillies was a comedy show on
Right.
TV Land.
I saw the movies, but I didn't see the TV show.
So Stone Cold went out to SmackDown, and it was like leading up to was it Unforgiven where Jericho won the dual titles? Yeah.
He beat Rock. Yeah.
Rock and Austin the same night. And it was like, so Stone Cold goes, I was like, this is a story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. And he did that whole promo as a what promo? And I was like, this man done went out here and wasted 15 minutes of my time.
Was the crowd into it, though?
They were in it the whole time.
Amazing, man.
And it got me. I was like, man, how... And that's where I want to be in life. I want to go out there, waste 15 minutes of everybody's time,
It's
and
not a
everybody
waste.
is on their feet.
That's the wrong word. You're not looking for the word waste. You mean entertain people.
Yes.
It's not a waste that they're getting something out of it. Waste would
You're
mean
right.
like you would do the promo and they're just like, come on, man, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
But
which-
what you're saying is more of captivate.
You're right.
Captivate.
Yeah.
That's the word you're looking for.
Classic again. You want to talk about Dusty Rhodes?
Oh, man, talk about the hard time.
No.
Oh, we're not
Hard Times is overplayed, baby.
What?
I'll show you a promo. Dusty Rhodes sitting down with Vince McMahon in an empty arena.
Okay.
Vince McMahon and Dusty Rhodes says, you know what? 275 pounds of blue-eyed soul captivates the people. In this building, later on, you will see a white man next to a black man eating out of the same popcorn box.
Right.
That's funky to me, baby.
Okay.
That's that thing. It transcended. That's that
Right.
thing of it was something that spoke to the soul, and that thing right there, even though it was back in what 80s, 90s, that still spoke to today. Especially whenever the whole thing with George Floyd, it was high. I was on that high, right?
Right.
And that promo, I saw that promo, and I was like, man, this is what the world needs right here.
Hey, man.
Dusty Rhodes is the
prophets.
man. Prophets.
Hey, man. Prophets.
Dusty Rhodes could talk a whole room into a building.
Yeah.
But if we want to talk about shoots, you talked about the pipe bomb. But we got to talk about the guy who invented the pipe bomb.
Which is who?
Paul Heyman.
Okay, explain.
When he shot on Vince McMahon the whole night, talking about how Vince McMahon ruined ECWs, ruined all these people. He lied to everybody. He ripped Vince McMahon a new asshole.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Was that
That was leading up to the invasion.
Gotcha.
And, and it was probably the most heartfelt,
Because everybody related to it, right?
It's because, it's like, it's that big bully, the guy who's making the most money off the back of all these people. He cut the rug out from under these people, and this one guy standing up and saying, hey, what the hell? It's that bit right there, man.
Okay, so you said that was a shoot promo, right?
It was a shoot.
So would you say
Did it draw money? No.
Would you say that could have? Well, we don't know that. We don't know how that affected. I would say the fact that you're
The
talking
pay
about
per
it
view
now,
buys on the Invasion wasn't that great.
right? But I don't think I don't think that was the reason that the pay per view didn't sell. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is the fact that you're talking about this. How many years later? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm still talking
shows
about
that shooting can work.
It
It's
can in the
how
right
you
context.
do it. Exactly. So the context there was
It was trying to get ECW and WCW over,
right, because it's
as a
like, hey,
threat.
we worked too hard for this man to come take it away. So with the CM Punk promo, I could say the same thing because it spoke to what the audience felt. It wasn't, even though he went after personally attacked Vince and talked about Stephanie and Hunter and everybody, Triple H, excuse me.
Yeah.
Everybody in that arena felt exactly what he was saying.
Yeah.
Everybody that was watching felt it. You could feel it through the screen. It was like, whoa, this guy's, he's really saying how we feel right now. Like, I'm really with it.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
they cut the mic. It's like, oh, okay. So
And the
really
thing is
went
about
there.
the whole Invasion thing, it was a bunch of dream matches, but it wasn't really the dream
Because
matches.
they get the build up that it needed.
Do you want to talk dream matches?
Dream matches?
It was one of the things you talked to me about.
Well, we could shoot from the hip. Like I said, we'll just shoot from the hip here. So we can talk about whatever. Screw it.
You wanna talk- you
30
wanna
minutes
talk
in?
about a
What you
dream?
want to talk about?
Well, back in the day, CM Punk versus Stone Cold would have been an awesome dream match.
Okay.
But I mean, as of now, maybe I don't know. I don't know if it could be as powerful as it was
Oh,
back
I did
when
right. Eddie knows.
the summer Punk.
Oh, we
Yeah.
really shoot from the
Oh
hip.
yeah, we shoot
We
all up
really-
the hip.
we
This
really
is where
going.
listen, because I'm about what 15 natties in. This is where it's all going off the brain,
I
baby.
needed some basil for this. I didn't know we were doing all this, man. Some fresh basil.
Hey, baby, that's how it rolls. I'm just saying.
All right, so dream matches. Okay.
Dream matches.
Okay, so dream matches.
I mean, we had Dustin Goldust versus Cody Rhodes.
Right, that was one I really wanted
Now,
to see.
what would you think about a Dusty in his prime versus Cody?
As in like Goldust in this prime?
No, Dusty versus Cody.
Dusty
Rhodes
Right.
versus Cody.
Dustin as in his big brother Goldust?
No, as in Dusty,
Like as in their dad?
the dad.
The dad versus the son?
Yes.
When did he stop wrestling? Like what year? Do you know how far back that goes? Because I don't remember him wrestling. Like
I think it's around the 90s.
yeah, so like that is that even a possibility? Like
Well, here's the
because
thing.
when I think of a dream match, I think of something that
Well,
could
I'm
actually
envisioning
happen.
two people in their prime, okay?
Okay, then
I'm
I'm
going
with
to
you.
put literally dream
I'm
matches
with you.
together.
Okay, so if that's the case, then The Rock versus who did he not wrestle that I would have loved to see?
Shawn Michaels?
That would have been awesome, but I think they didn't.
Which
have a
Shawn
match.
Michaels, though? Do you want HBK coming back from all those years, D-Generation X, 2000?
It would have to be the last match, Sean, because that's
Right,
his.
you're talking about-
I consider that him at his final form.
Yeah.
That's how you go out.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. I consider that the best version of Shawn Michaels because I can go back to when he was young and he was like really the sexy boy and he was really doing his thing.
Yeah.
But I think of like his ego, but then that's not thinking about the wrestling. That's thinking about the person. So
Yeah.
so
Could the match
it could be either.
The match could have been good. You never
Right.
know. They could have worked together that night.
Right. Hogan versus Stone Cold never happened.
It never happened.
Well, it happened in a tag match.
It happened at a tag match. I watched that match, and they didn't really touch each other. And you know what? Hey, they kept it protected. At the time,
The Rock
Austin.
took that pinfall, baby.
Yeah, Austin didn't want to work with Hogan because Hogan was protecting himself, and Austin at the time was white hot.
Right. He was the man.
Do I understand it? Yes. Do I think maybe someone could have dropped a little bit of ego? Maybe. But at the same time, those two, they're the Mount Rushmores of wrestling.
What does an Andre the Giant versus Big Show match look like?
It looks like two big dudes possibly laying on each other and throwing each other every once in a while. I don't know what that looks like.
I don't know.
I don't know about big man versus big man. That's my problem. Really, I would like to see Hold My Beer Hanson versus from the Fabulous Freebirds, Michael Hayes.
Okay.
Now you
I
talking.
want to see Hold My Beer Hanson versus Cody Rhodes versus Chris Jericho. Hold My Beer Hanson versus Roman Reigns.
So hey, I want to see Hold My Beer Hanson versus Kurt Angle.
There everybody, man. Hulk Hogan, throw them all in there.
I want Hold My Beer Hanson versus, Bray Wyatt,
Right?
Black, Baron Corbin.
Versus The Fiend.
The Fiend.
Go ahead and beat him to The Fiend.
Hit me with whatever you got. Not Brock Lesnar. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Anybody but Brock.
Anybody but Brock Lesnar. I don't want to die.
Oh, man. I never thought we would get Brock versus Goldberg again, but we did. So that's one that's already checked off the list.
Actually, you want to talk about one that I would like to see? The Fiend versus Aleister Black. Because they're both dark, evil characters, you know. Even though Aleister Black is a babyface, right? Mm-hmm. He still is technically evil, right?
Has the demon...
Is he really evil? No man is ever truly good.
Wow.
No man is ever truly evil.
Wow, is that where you went with that, sir? Is that what you chose?
15 natties later, I'm still kidding.
15. Okay. All right. Quick question. Did the Demon Finn Balor ever lose on the main roster?
No.
I want to see that versus the Fiend.
Really?
They're both undefeated. I mean, well,
they are.
Never mind. Nope. Never mind.
But here's the problem
the Fiend
I
lost
have
to
with
Goldberg.
that. Here's the problem I have with that. That man, we don't really. I don't count that.
That counts. He lost.
I don't count it.
He lost. You can make it up in your mind that it
I don't
didn't
care.
happen.
I will drink that memory away.
Okay.
Try me.
Okay.
But here's the deal. I don't want that match to happen. Kind of like I don't want Aleister Black versus Bray Wyatt to happen. Because someone has to lose.
Right.
Is it an awesome match card that I want to see?
But that's okay.
Why?
Rock versus Austin. Somebody has to lose. Who wants either one of those guys to lose? Hogan versus Rock.
Well, I'll let you know who I
point.
Want to lose in that situation. The Rock should lose every time because Stone Cold Steve Austin is the baddest man in that ring.
So listen, that's the point. That's one of my issues with WWE today.
Yeah,
it's okay to have a loss. It's okay to lose a feud, but know
also,
how to do better writing to where a loss isn't going to kill them, but it still boosts up the winner.
Yeah,
but they don't know how to. You know what? I'm off that. I got a quick question for you. Quick couple of questions. 36 minutes in. We talked about this before off mic, but we're gonna talk about it again. What's better to wrestle in, trunks or tights, and which do you like better aesthetically, like the look? So what's better to wrestle in, and what looks cool?
All right, so I wear a version of trunks called Butchers, which are like shorts, like Hacksaw Jim Duggan used to wear.
Yeah,
I'm fine with those. I am okay.
Do they cause any irritation? Do they make your legs itch?
They are tight. Okay.
Got you.
But then again, if I was wearing tights, it'd also be tight as hell.
Right.
Really, the worst thing you can wear, because tights, on that note, they're made out of spandex, and they're probably okay for you, right?
Right.
Jay wears them all the time, and he has no problem. Yeah, he doesn't have all the freedom, because there still is a fabric, right?
Right.
That just means you have to use a little bit more force than what you're normally doing to actually throw those strikes or do those things. For trunks, there's a lot of freedom, but you also run the risk of, if you aren't in shape, if you got these pale ass legs and you don't shave like yours truly. I got these damn thunder thighs, I got these hairy ass legs, and I don't shave. So guess what? These pale ass legs are going to be in shorts, and I'm wearing a singlet underneath my shorts so I can keep my shirt on and not show my gut.
I like the tights better, but I get trunks, but I think the tights are better. I think.
Also, there's a lot more creativity you can have with the tights because you have more fabric to mess with.
Yeah. What's your favorite wrestling belt design?
Belt design? Undisputed title.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
You gotta kill me for what I'm about to say.
What you gonna say?
The spinner belt. little 2007 Handsome Herb loved that belt.
That was actually the belt I never owned.
That was the coolest belt I had ever seen in my life.
Never owned.
That belt was targeted toward me.
Because it's a spinner.
I'm telling you.
Listen, I had a best friend. I don't remember his name. I think it was TJ or something like that. He had the spinner belt because he was a John Cena fan, right? He was a John Cena feed, baby.
Everybody
and I tell you what, he had every spinner belt design they had. Like every time they'd upgrade it, they'd do something different at the Walmart stores. It was a new one in that house.
Right.
And I tell you this, my family was a big gold belt family. All they had for Christmas, me and my little brother had 2 big gold belts. We were tag team champions. Problem is, we didn't have many kids in the neighborhood, so, you know, I'd spike pile driver my little brother on his neck.
So he can keep both of the belts.
It'd be really scary, you know, when you drop your brother on his neck, you know,
Yeah,
he stopped moving. Because I swear to you, I dropped him one time with a pedigree, and I felt so bad. I cried a little bit. Yeah.
That's that caused that PTSD for the rest of your life type of thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because I hit my little brother with a 4-wheeler, but that image will never get out of my head. Yeah, that image will never leave my head. Like, oh man, I could have hurt you. I'm so sorry.
Anybody out there with little siblings, I want to hear what's your story. What's the worst thing you've done to your little sibling?
Yeah.
I don't know about the worst thing, but give us. You a wrestling fan? You listen to this podcast.
You've wrestled.
What move have you hit on your sibling
that you feel bad about? You know, how many that one super kick that actually connected? You know,
or you know, you in the pool and you hit them with a master lock. And
right.
They ain't really tall enough, so you know you drowning them in the pool.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Or you know the worst thing I hated when I was a kid?
What?
Trampoline wrestling.
Oh man, that was the best wrestling.
No,
bro.
because I was usually the fattest kid. So guess what they made me be?
What?
I couldn't be Stone Cold. I had to be Big Show. That's some bullshit.
And they wouldn't let you be Stone.
You know what? You brought some PTSD on right there. Hold My Beer Hanson was Big Show.
That's it.
Because, you know, there was always one kid that was like super skinny. I'll be Jeff Hardy.
They said you had to be. They said you had to be the Big
Alright,
Show.
you know what? Just for that, I'm never gonna throw a choke slam. I don't want to do it ever. That's some bullshit. I want to be Stone Cold.
No, you can't be Stone Cold. You too fat.
One kid was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be John Cena," and one kid's like, "Oh, I'll be Jeff Hardy because you know he flips off things." And here I am. Oh, you got to be Big Show.
Like you have to be Big Show. You can't play with us.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me on a trampoline. It's like,
crying.
no, I'm not gonna take the stone from you. You're
crying.
too big.
That is hilarious,
It's like,
bro.
I'll take the choke slam from you.
Oh man.
But here I am having to take FUs, the damn, twist of fates.
Hey, as a kid, going back to the first question I asked, as a kid, my favorite belt was the Cena belt, but as an adult, that belt when The Rock won the championship and he came back, that title.
What you mean, like recently?
No, remember when The Rock came back and beat CM Punk to win the championship?
Yeah.
And then
he changed it to that new design.
That one's beautiful. It's perfect.
Really?
They should have never changed it.
I mean,
it's kind of It's kind of what they have now.
They changed it to the modern logo.
Right.
If I'm going to go classics, it's going to be the Undisputed title. If we're going to go today's belts, I'm a fan of the new U.S. title. I'm fine with it because it's a new.
It looks like a Power Ranger belt, like something you see on the outside of a Power Ranger.
I'm fine with that. Although the UK belt, the United Kingdom title, I'm fine with that. I like that. But also the North American. North American is a great belt.
Hey,
but I want to hear what y'all think. I want to hear what y'all think, baby.
If you're listening to us 42 minutes in, bless your soul, okay? We shot from the hip today, okay?
Yeah, we taking it from the hip. You know, a lot of things are going crazy in life right now. But I love each and every one of you, all 11 of you viewers.
Don't forget to follow our social medias. I am Handsome Herb, at Handsomest Herb on both Twitter and Instagram.
Twister.
Yeah, that's the new social media app I'm coming out with.
Hey, baby, that's what we're working on. We modernize it.
What's your social media?
Oh, we got Hanson Beer Man on Instagram and Twitter. And also check me out on Facebook. That's where I post all these dumbass videos. At Hold My Beer Hanson. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Because I know you must love conversations between two morons like us.
I have to, man, if you listen to 42 minutes in.
Thank you for hanging with me. I hope you have a great day, man.